Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. What we have in store for you today, a showdown between a couple of Pac-12 rivals. As we'll see, the San Jose State Spartans taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Washington State lined up to kick it off and get this game going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the San Jose State Spartans offense is on the field for the first time today. And here's the man they want to get the ball to in this passing game. This is the type of receiver, David, when he's covered, he's still open.
He's still putting that hand up in the air. Coach, I'm still open. And more importantly, his quarterback knows that. They're going to move him all over the field. They're going to feature him on offense. They're going to make sure he gets a lot of touches, whether he's open or whether he's open, because he's always open.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Uncorks it. Intercepted. Bringing it back. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Working that left side now. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in...
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He put up some big numbers this year if they keep up with this pace.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. They'll go to the air. Fires to the right. And the ball is picked off. Obliterates him, still on the move. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That's reeled in. It's Barnes. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Washington State lines up quickly. Wide receiver coming across in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
That's how you blow up the screen pass here on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes his connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows them. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Dropping back, it's Potter. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougar. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking. You play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost a race.
On the move from inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominated at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on a defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington State has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Got his man quickly. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. Ready to try the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go deep and press on the sideline, get some oxygen, calmer. Now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it.
Sends it downfield. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Cougars want to move quickly. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They're bringing heat. And he intercepts it. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity. A long way to go for this offense. Give to the running back. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. On the ground, it's Flanagan. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Motion from the offense. Jet sweep trying to turn the corner. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And a great job seeing the motion, coming across the formation, understanding the jet sweep's a possibility, pulling the trigger, going and getting the guy on the ground.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Potter. He caught it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. 2nd and goal for this offense. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And that's his 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so he puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That's caught. It's Singleton. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Looking to take a shot. And that pass picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hill. They get him down after he makes the catch. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Back to throw. It's Potter. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wazoo. Quarterbacks love receivers that can hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Western Kentucky is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These toppers have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Liberty. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best student.
He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And first down for the offense.
Comes out throwing on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes. And the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a space. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Looking left. He's got it. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Move the chains with that completion now on first down. Looking downfield, it's Potter. Feeling some heat. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Touchdown, Cougar! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
From inside the 10, here he comes. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Looks like you've had a very enjoyable day there today in Pullman.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Off play action. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
Looking downfield, it's Potter. It's complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Really good job there. Got through the progressions. 1, 2, 3, check down. Take what you can.
Yeah, don't waste time. You know, once you go through your progressions, get the football out, let them make plays. A lot of quarterbacks want to scramble or really pat the football over and over again. Nice job. Get it out, get some positive yards, go to the next down.
Washington State ready to go with another first down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington State. And the pummeling has started.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished off the drive with a 30-yard scoring scamper. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
On second down, looking to throw. He tries to take the top off. And that is interception number 3 on the day. The interception.